This is from the Kutei Siches Chelik Tes Zayin, Sicha for Parshas Mishpatim, Sicha Hey. We all know that we are responsible for the world that Hashem created us in, that it's our job to elevate the world and bring it closer to Hashem. However, there are times when we are unwilling to do this because there are certain portions of the world and there are certain elements in the world that have such a terrible appearance. They seem so far away from anything good that we'd rather give up on it and let it go. We'd rather not get ourselves involved with it, and we would rather not get our hands dirty with it. We don't want to get into it. And we hope and we wish that that's not included in our responsibility. When we talk about BiTachtonim and talk about elevating the material, somewhere secretly we wish and hope that maybe that particular element is not included in that because it's repulsive. Not only does it have no signs of interest in what's good and true and holy, it has not even any signs of life. It has no signs of intelligence. It's got no sign of any kind of movement. It's just basically dead to the world. And why do we have to deal with it? And yet, we are told that there's no exceptions. And BiTachtonim means in Tachtonim literally, without any exception. And even the most unattractive and the most unappetizing materialism in the world also needs to be dealt with. And as far as they fear that when you deal with things that are unpleasant, you retain a certain aroma of the unpleasantness as well, because of your involvement, because of you getting entangled in it. The Eibishter promises that first of all, he will protect you from it. He'll protect your neshama from it. And secondly, the Eibishter also promises that the whole ugliness of it is only a facade. It's only there in order to create the possibility for bechira chavshus, and therefore there isn't nothing to be afraid of, because what you think is a stench is not really a stench. It's all kedusha, and eventually when Mashiach comes, you'll see that it's all good. This whole message is contained in one little sentence where it says that the Eibishter, the Shechina appeared in a thick cloud, and Moshe Rabbeinu walked through the cloud. And Rashi says that this cloud was like smoke. And usually when a person walks through smoke, they get filthy and get full of soot. But the Torah tells us that the Eibishter made a path for Moshe, a clear path, through the cloud, through the smoke, so that Moshe Rabbeinu did not become dirty from it. And not only that, this cloud was at the top of the mountain, the top of Har Sinai, where there was no vegetation. It was just basically flames or smoke billowing out from earth. And this earth was where the smoke was coming from. And this is a symbol where there's no life at all. There's never even any vegetation. And even that needs to be dealt with, needs to be taken care of. And the Eibishter promises that for the Moshe Rabbeinu Shabikir B'cha, for the Moshe, a part of your neshama, the Yechid of your neshama, Hashem will preserve it and keep it clean, and will be unaffected by it. And furthermore, that it is all there only to create the Bechira, and it is really good, and it's really holy, and it's nothing to be afraid of.